Hello, everyone, and welcome into MVP Sports. My name is Soapy Muffins. I went slow because I forgot what I was talking about for a second, but it doesn't matter. I am joined by my aesthetically pleasing host, Dave Oster.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I can't tell when you're lagging or if you're just thinking real hard.
I'm thinking sometimes really hard while lagging. That makes it an absolute pleasure to do podcasts and episodes with me, but we're not here to just shit on me being slow in the head sometimes. We're here to talk about the Wizards draft.
Yeah.
Obviously, before we get into that, subscribe, like, comment, share, send smoke signals to your family asking them to watch us. Just do anything you can. Obviously, if you want to, you don't have to, but heavily encouraged. Heavily. I will find you and I will go to your house. Don't test me.
You have a set particular skills?
Yeah, I sometimes have skills. Sometimes I don't. It
Hmm.
really depends. Sometimes people say my skills get worse between each movie I'm in.
Yikes.
Who knows? Maybe by the time we get to the 8th movie, we don't even remember it's the same movie series anymore.
Oh, no.
Wizards, they had 2 draft picks this year, and Dave's in love with one of them. David's your boy, Corey Kispert.
It's funny because I actually do love one of them.
Todd.
Yeah. I was like, I actually do like Isaiah Todd a lot. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so obviously, let's get into Dave's favorite prospect, Corey Kispert.
Yeah.
I'll start on this one. This one's kind of perplexing to me in a sense. Like, I think Kispert should have gone around this range. My only thing is, like, obviously, by this point, we already knew the Westbrook trade was happening. To where that I'm kind of just looking at this and like, okay,
Yep.
Are you still trying to compete? Like, are we just running it back with Beal? And we're gonna be like, hey, remember that 2 years ago when Beal was by himself? Let's do that again. When we were like the 11th seed, let's run that shit back now. Like, almost in my mind, I'm kind of looking at it like, why don't you just go for another person you can partially rebuild with? Like that's just my whole thought process going into this. Of like, I don't hate Kispert as a prospect. Like, I think he's fine. I think he kind of just is what he's going to be. Like, he steps in, and that's kind of what he is. He just kind of gets more efficient. He gets more of like just kind of used to the NBA. But like, I don't see him being that high of a player, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know why they took him here either. I want to be nice. He's a good shooter. When he can get a shot off, whether he can do that against NBA level talent, we don't know. Speed of the NBA game also might be a problem for him. Defensively, he's not going to be amazing, but he shouldn't be a flat-out turnstile. Depending if they're going to play him at the 3 or the 4, he might be better off going against slower 4s, but then he'll get bodied. Like, there's some questions there, but you're drafting, like you said, basically a ready-made product with limited ceiling. He shouldn't be allowed to dribble the basketball. He should live by Klay Thompson rules, but he's a much worse player. I don't get it. You already have someone similar who you're paying a lot of money in Davis Bertans, and you got him for a team that already has made one move, like you said. Actually 2 moves, because Aaron Holiday happened during this draft. Or right around the same time. I can't remember if it was like right around.
Yeah, it was in the same move because the 22nd pick, which was involved in the Westbrook trade, ended up getting sent to Pacers.
Gotcha. So yeah, like Holiday, you got Kuzma and Harrell until you flip that for Spencer Dinwiddie, supposedly. We'll see if that happens. I don't know. Like, there's this fucking roster is a question mark. So I wouldn't have taken a guy who is a role player with a question mark roster. Like, yes, you still have Bradley Beal, but if you think you're going to compete with Bradley Beal, I guess this is okay. But I don't get it, man. I am struggling to rationalize here.
Especially because the fact of like, especially just looking at it, like the only thing I really think benefits from this is the fact of like, and he doesn't have to deal with the fact that he'll never touch the ball anymore. Because now Denny will actually get to touch the ball and potentially do something.
We don't know. We don't know who their point guard's going to be.
That's. I mean, hey, just run Denny at point. It may as well.
They're probably going to do Beal at point at this point. Like, why didn't they go after someone like Quentin Grimes here? Would have been great. Would have loved the fit. would have loved the pick. I think he would have been perfect for this team. As it stands with the roster that they currently have, I don't love it. I think it's a shit pick. I absolutely think it's a shit pick. But again, this is a vision of half a roster. And then 31, I like Todd. They just have like 8 guys on their roster who play the same fucking position. Might be a problem at some point. You think?
Yeah, well, because obviously he's listed as a power forward. Do you believe he has a potential to be able to play a small ball 5, or is he more of like that, like he is a 4, and that's kind of where he stays?
I mean, I think in today's game you can be a tweener. I think he could be a tweener. Absolutely, he can stretch the floor. Rim protection wise, he'll need to learn. But it depends on that. Like, is he going to play like a Bobby Portis small ball 5? Because I absolutely think he could fit very well doing that. But like, as far as being a big wing who gives you that advantage, I liked him more that way. But again, you have Denny, you have Rui. Rui's performing excellently in the Olympics right now, so it's like, shit, you got a guy who absolutely should play. And then you got Denny, who drafted a top 10 player who needs minutes and needs opportunities on this team. Otherwise, I'm already pissed at them. I guess it was a situation of BPA and fit be damned. They felt like Todd was a get, and they went and got him. I'm not in love with this draft as a whole, but they've got moves to make still. I think this is very clearly a roster that is not locked in.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm even just kind of looking at people who are available after Isaiah Todd. Like, don't get me wrong, like I do like Isaiah Todd as well. But for instance, like you could have taken like Rokas after him. You could have taken Miles McBride at 31. Like you could have taken a lot of these other
Butler,
pieces.
Sharif
Like
Cooper.
Essentially, you traded your point guard, and now everyone's just left wondering: is Ish running the one? We getting the legendary Ish at the one?
He's got this shit on lock, man. What are you talking about? No, I mean, like it's like I said, probably gonna be Spence. Probably gonna be Spence, but we'll see. I mean, they could get Schroeder for all we fucking know. Could be a separate thing. They could tack it on because nothing's been signed, I don't love it. I'm sorry, Wizards fans. I can't love your fucking draft. Like, this is my worst one. I've recorded 15 straight fucking videos, and this is the only one that gives me a fucking aneurysm about, like, why are we doing this? And I've been on their subreddit, and they're fairly positive. And I'm like, what do you know that I don't? What do you know that I don't?
Yeah, and I mean, like, unless, and like, honestly, when I threw out like the Denny at point guard thing before, I was just saying that kind of as a joke, but like, fuck it, who knows? We may actually get Denny at point guard next year. Because, the fact of Denny is pretty good when he has the ball in his hands, but it turns out, since, Scott Brooks doesn't know what he's doing, turns out, Denny apparently cannot do anything when he stands in the corner. What a sad time.
Coach, we'll see what new coach decides, but like, honestly, it probably, if they don't make a move, like we could see Beal point guard, and like you could see like KCP at the 2 or Kispert at the 2, trying to jam out Denny and Rui together. I don't know. It's ugly. It's motherfucking ugly. That's what it is. I don't like it. You get a D. I don't like it. D for don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, just even kind of looking at it, and like obviously with the Kispert thing.
Sorry, go ahead.
Like at 15 when they took Kispert, they could have taken Trey Mann. Like my whole thought process is just like, I get it. Yes, you got Holiday. Holiday probably will run the one, or Beal will run the one. But like, Beal's not a good playmaker. We saw that literally every time when Beal was by himself.
Yeah, I think Holiday's like shitty too. To be honest, he lost his backup point guard to TJ McConnell, who had a phenomenal season. Don't get me wrong, but like Holiday's passing is not starting caliber worthy for point guard. So, maybe in a week when they make their moves in free agency, it'll look better in return. But for now,
I mean, maybe they get Dinwiddie. Who knows? Like, yep. I guess the draft night moves. I'll give them a D+. I mean, not the worst. Not the best though. Like, you could have definitely, I think, drafted a lot better. Especially with the fact of like, if you knew the trade was going to come, just keep the 22nd. Obviously, maybe that was just already worked into the deal from the beginning, and that just kind of came out later. Like, I don't remember the exact thing, but like, why not just keep 22? Like, not even like with the whole thing that Isaiah Jackson went there, which I already fucking love him. But like, taken Grimes there, you could have taken Highland, you could have taken like a lot of other guards. Hell, they could have been a team to take a shot at like Springer at like 22 if they kept that pick.
I think Springer would have been a great pick. I like it. That's a team I would love him on.
But for some reason they just decided to move the pick.
On the upside, they
sorry,
grabbed Jay Huff
fans.
So there you go. Gotta love that, right?
I mean, sure, may as well latch onto something. But that's the end of the video. If you want to absolutely shit on us for shitting on your team, Wizards fans,
yeah,
join the Discord. You are more than welcome to. I'll only cry a little bit when you call me stupid. Just a little bit, though.
If
I already call myself
explain to
stupid.
me how this works on paper, I would love to hear it. I look forward to Wizards.
You guys can do that by joining the Discord. If you want to support us in a monetary value, go to patreon.com/MVPvids. You can join one of the 4 tiers, or you can just go through YouTube and do YouTube channel member. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you guys next time.